Maybe it's there
It's
we go.
live. Hello,
Hello.
YouTube live.
Yes, yes. Hey, Carletha.
Hey,
How are you today?
I am blessed and highly favored. Happy to be
Awesome.
here.
Okay, let me hang on 1 second. Hold on, it's doing too much. Let's see if we could get this quiet over there. Okay. And then so we are there. We are live now on YouTube. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I am Pastor Rhonda, the founder of Celebrate Life Cancer Ministry. I am a 19-year cancer survivor from inflammatory breast cancer. And this month, being Breast Cancer Awareness, I decided we needed to get some great stories out there and let people know that it's people are still celebrating life. And today we have with us Carletha Spirit Cephas. Hi, Carletha.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. I've heard your story many a times, and I've watched your story over the last year or so. What is it, two? How long?
Now we're embarking on October will be the third. This is 3 years now.
3 years. Okay,
Yes,
amen.
3 years since my diagnosis.
All righty. Well, I'm not going to get in the middle of this. Why don't you go ahead and tell us your story?
Okay, so I had a very active physical life and I was exercising and I had a rash after I finished exercising. Went to my doctor and said there was a rash underneath my armpit. She thought just put some cream on there, maybe it was just a skin outbreak and go get some Motrin. I did that, but 6 months later, my other arm, under my left arm, it started to be a little sore when I would exercise. So I reported that to the doctor, and she didn't make any big deal out of it. However, later on that year in 2017, um, I told my doctor that I had pain, and the pain was in my left breast. And she said that I had just had my second mammogram, and I passed my second mammogram, and I shouldn't worry so much. I'm a worry wart. And so I knew to put something in a portal, something in writing, because you know you get your best outcome from a doctor when you put things in writing, or let alone anybody, really. So I decided to go into my health portal and document my pain level. I knew to exaggerate my pain level. And my pain level was probably 5, but I knew to exaggerate it to a level 9 so I could get her attention. There's something going on with my body. Pay attention to your body. We know our body's best. And so, with that in the email, she replied again, you worry too much, but here's your referral to the women's clinic so you can get your breast checked yet again. Meanwhile, my healthcare company has sent the letter saying you passed all of your mammograms. You don't need to return for another 2 years. And that was in writing. Well, lo and behold, when they scheduled me to meet with a nurse practitioner, she felt the hardness of my breast. It grew hard as a rock within 2 weeks period of waiting to see her from the referral. And I thought this is definitely something wrong. And I was in prayer mode. After that, she gave an explicative and cursed and said, anything this hard and grows this fast overnight should have been referred to me a long time ago. And that was not comforting for me to say. But needless to say, she ran some tests and she said, yes, it looks like you do have stage 3B cancer, if not stage 3C breast cancer. Okay, so she scheduled a follow up for me to meet with a surgeon and to do some other blood test readings. When I returned back to meet with her over the lab result readings, she named my cancer and said that my cancer was lobular. And what I've learned since then is that lobular is very difficult to see through x ray. Lobular comes out like a spider web and it also comes out in waves. And so the quality of technology that we have nowadays is not good for lobular. Lobular hides from mammograms. So that's what I learned, but it will get hard overnight within 2 weeks period of time. And so while we're in the nurse practitioner's office, I said, "Oh, I'm so relieved that it's lobular." And she looked at me and said, "Well, why?" I said, "Because I did my own research and it's warm. The color has changed to red, and the texture of my skin looks like an orange peel. In the books and World Health Organization, they call it Puda orange, which is known for a symptom of inflammatory breast cancer, which is harmful and deadly and very, very difficult to treat." Meanwhile, she said, "No, you don't have it. I've been doing this for 28 years and I know inflammatory breast cancer when I see it." I took a deep breath and I prayed to my God. And I said to the nurse practitioner, speaking to authority, I said to her, "Do you know what redness looks like on dark skinned people? This is red. If you stare at it a little while, you'll see the red pop out at you." Sure enough, she stared at it. She touched it. It was very warm. And I lifted up my breast, and that's where she could see the texture of the orange peel. And she said, "Carletha," she said, "I'm going to send out for lab results. We did not test you specifically for inflammatory breast cancer." Why not? So I had to wait for more results. She called me at work. I was about to go on stage and give a seminar to some high school students. And 5 minutes before I went on stage, her phone call came and she said, "Carletha, you advocating for yourself the way that you're advocating is going to keep you alive, because you're right. You do have inflammatory breast cancer in addition to lobular." And that's really how my began. I went on stage, took care of what I had to do at my job. And from there, I came home and fell apart and cried to my family and told them the horrible news that I had been going through with misdiagnosis or missing diagnosis. And from then on, I made sure to go to a doctor with someone always by my side. That's pretty
Wow.
much how it started.
Wow. Well, then I'm glad you were definitely an advocate for yourself. The other benefit is that you knew that something was wrong and you did not allow it to just be the acceptable that something is wrong. So then what, because I think I remember you did quite a bit of research. Tell us about that.
I read in journals. I went on to Facebook, which has a plethora of resources. I joined in the Inflammatory Breast Cancer Association, and there they were able to give me a link that you can share with your doctors and your nurse practitioners, um, a link so that they can get continuing education units. You see, why would somebody go to college and specialize in a disease that only affects less than 3% of the population? And that's how inflammatory breast cancer is. So when the organization shared their link with me, think about it. You're a patient. You didn't go to medical school. You went to Google University. And here you are coming up to your highly experienced doctor to say, you need these continuing ed units so that you can have a little notch under your belt about inflammatory breast cancer. That's highly offensive, but it was my life and I didn't care. I got labeled as a demanding woman. I got labeled as pushy. I joined um, the support group, Celebrate Life. And that was the first support group that I joined because I was so distraught. And that's where I found comfort. And I was amongst women who were living long with inflammatory breast cancer, such as Rhonda. And that comforted me so much. But not only did I join Celebrate Life, I did research and joined several others. And with all the compiled information, I was able to equip myself with the knowledge that I needed to continue to advocate. You must read, you must not be scared of authority. Being scared of authority is cultural as well. As you can see, I have a nasal cannula. There's a lot of things that come with breast cancer. This that I have on here is because of lymphedema. My arm is extremely swollen. I have a nasal cannula now because it has spread. So when I was diagnosed and the doctor originally said I was stage 3C, it actually turned out to be stage 4. In stage 4, there's no cure, there's only treatment, which means that your life is shortened and they only give you 3 years to live. But let me tell you, There is a God. And I am here to this day because I have embarked upon my 3-year anniversary today of being diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. So you don't have to listen to all the statistics. And I'm so happy about that, Rhonda, which is
Yeah.
my prayer partner. Thank you. There's no one else like Rhonda and Celebrate Life. Through that, we've done so many fun activities, and it's helped to take the madness out of breast cancer. Breast cancer in stage 4 is like picture yourself running or jogging, and a bear is chasing you. And behind
Mhm.
that bear is a lion, and they never stop chasing each other, and they never stop chasing you. And you can't stop the chase. And that's what it's like because there's timelines that you're dealing with. You have to find the right oncologist who has a personality fit with you. You need to know whether your oncologist is ambitious, if they're out there going to symposiums and seminars. How often are they available in the office? Are they away because they're ambitious and they're on TV all the time? Or are they at the office and available to you? So you really have to do your research to find out which oncologist will meet your needs and who's willing to spend 90 minutes with you. And I've had at least 5 oncologists. The minute that something doesn't go right and I give it a chance and I continue to give it a chance and it doesn't work, you have it within your right to scoot on to another oncologist, which is what I've done, unfortunately, and I've had to do that. But I'm here and I'm surviving and I'm alive as a result of that.
Awesome. So how has COVID-19 affected you?
Ooh, talk about staying at home in isolation. I don't socialize the way that I used to. I'm on the phone talking a lot to my friends, but I people want to visit me, um, and I really have to limit visitors, and I have to know their activities. I have to know if the person who wants to visit me has got their nails done. Are they in the hair salon? Are they putting themselves at risk? Because I don't want to be placed at risk. When they come and visit me, are they going to sit on the front porch or are they going to be inside sitting on my couch with a mask on? It really just depends on that person. Are they a lively 20-year-old and they're going to those 20-year-old parties? Or are they a, reserved adult and they stay with their family and they quarantine with their family? And we keep learning more about COVID as the days go by. What happened with COVID and me working full time is that we were able to work from home. So that saved me some time from resigning from work. In fact, I've been able to work through this terminal diagnosis, and my last day will be next month in November. I finally reached a point where my body said, stop working, you can't do it anymore. And I love working with children. It's my passion. I made a career out of it, and I really wanted to do what I do. But there's only so much you can do by working with home and working with youth. So that's what COVID has done. It's made my family be careful about things that they do, and we all quarantine together.
All right. Well, we're almost to the end of our meeting today. Is there anything you would like to make sure you include in this presentation?
Women and men, please ask for a 3D MRI if you're able to. Doesn't mean that you're going to get it if you ask for it, but negotiate some terms. When it's time for you to have a mammogram, the best mammogram that was able to see through the lobular cancer that was hiding in my breast was the result of a 3D mammogram, also known as the 3D MRI. I learned that it's the most highly effective technology that we have. The other mammogram machines have been around for a very long time. And yes, they do save lives, but they're antiquated at this time now that we have better materials. Sometimes it may cost $40 out of pocket. And if you can afford $40 out of pocket or arrange to pay the extra fee that your insurance won't pay for, it's worth it. Save your life, enjoy your life, because I plan to enjoy mine.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Carletha, for sharing with us today. I love the energy that you have and the press forward, and your continued faith in God has just really demonstrated itself through the course of our relationship. So again, thank you so much. So I'm gonna thank everyone. Oh, I know I don't know when you're gonna get a chance to see this video, but we're having a parade. Celebrate Life Cancer Ministry is having a parade in Inglewood between Crenshaw and Van Ness on October 17th, October 17th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I call it a parade because I don't like drive-by, but it's just a drive-through. One of the things COVID has done is it's caused us not to see each other. If you are a part of Celebrate Life, I really want to see you. Just come drive through. It's going to be decorated and everything. Um, Make a sign, decorate your car, wear your pink. It is breast cancer awareness. However, we are an all cancer organization. So no matter what type of cancer you are, could you just put on a little pink and come on by and celebrate with us? We're going to take pictures. It's going to be socially distanced, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then on October 25th, 2020, we're having a stay-at-home tea. So please go on our website, www.celebratelife.org. No, celebratelife.cm.org. All of our events are there. Register for them. Let us know that you're coming, and we look forward to meeting you and seeing you. So until next time, thank you so much.